Archaeology is the study of how people in the past have understood the phenomenon in the sky and how they use the phenomenon in the sky and what is the role the sky played in their cultures, the situation that is observed to exist or happen, one whose cause or explanation is in question. Archaeology is important because we learn about ourselves. It also shows how we develop. We find about medical practices, weather events that have changed. We can predict weather patterns for the future. It also helps us understanding ancient cultures, also changes that have occurred over time and the reason for those changes. Today we are going to talk about three ancient societies: the Mayans, the Egyptians, and the Greeks.
The Mayans are an ancient society that studied the stars. Their most important contribution to astronomy was their calendar. It was very accurate and complex, which showed they were highly intelligent. The Mayan calendar uses three different dating systems in parallel: the long count, the Tzolk'in, and the Hop. The way the calendar runs shows that in 2012 the calendar ends. That's why some people believe that it means at the end of the world, but it may not be.
Now we are going to talk about the Greeks. It was the Greeks that created mathematical theories about the universe to help them learn more and understand more about astronomy. It was a Greek philosopher by the name of Pythagoras that created the theory that since the moon and the stars are round, the earth should be round as well. He also used math to predict the movement and patterns of planets, the sun, the moon, and earth. There was another Greek philosopher named Hipparchus that said that the earth was not at the center of the universe, but slightly off center. Hipparchus and Ptolemy, another philosopher, created an idea of where the earth is tilted on its axis. They track the movement of the sun, moon, and planets around the earth. It helped say that the sun, moon, and planets go through different stages and repeat the stages again during the rotation of the earth.
Last but not least, there are the Egyptians. They came up with that a day has 24 hours in it and 365 days in a year. They also came up with the decans. The decan is a 10-degree interval along the ecliptic, when there is a division of night where it is completely dark outside, and has 12 equal parts that made into 24 hours during one day. It was believed that the great Egyptian buildings are based on the stars. Also that there were 360 days in a year, but 5 extra days were added for feasting. We can say that Egyptian astronomy is extremely sophisticated, and many of these ideas became the foundation of our own stargazing.
In basic terms of how archaeologists and astronomers are studying these societies is through storytelling, how people in these societies are acting today, reading hieroglyphics, studying soils and ruins. Ruins and hieroglyphics are probably the best way to find out about the past, because it is like an original book created by the author in every single word. It is what the author was thinking at the time. Additionally, a team of archaeologists and some students from all over the world are doing some excavation, which is digging. They want to know more about the Mayan society, what's organized and changed. Much more is to be known about the Mayans, but one thing is known for sure: they were highly intelligent.
As a bonus, we are going to talk about Chinese astronomy. A group of early Chinese astronomers were the first to create a map of the stars. The map contained over 1,500 stars and constellations. This should have helped by saying that the Earth and the stars' rotations have rotations because of the different positions the stars are in each and every night. A man named Guo Shou-jing, who lived in Gaio Shenzhen in 2279 AD, someone created the first sundial. He created a 40-foot stone tower and on a clear sunny afternoon, the shadow would fall to the ground and would tilt further and further, closer or either farther away from the stone tower for every hour as the day passed by. During a winter solstice, when the sun is at its very lowest point, the shadow would reach further than it would ever do in a year. This proved that the length of time in a day would shorten and then lengthen back again each year.
Thank you
guys for listening.